Hello everybody and welcome once and again to my channel. Thank you for joining me. And today I will be again giving some inspiring messages from the tarot. I have Four of Swords, Seven of Pentacles and Queen of Cups. Four of Swords is a card of resting. It is a card of pause. It is a card of contemplation or meditation. But at the same time, it can be a card of like being stopped by life. You know, sometimes we are stopped by life, like you have an accident or you get sick. Something happens that stops you, something happens that freezes you maybe in your life. Maybe you are tired and you need rest. Maybe you do not know where to go in life. So this is like this pause. Energy of a pause. It can also be like this energy of like a butterfly in the cocoon. It is not a caterpillar anymore and it is not a butterfly yet. Yeah, so that's the pause that I'm talking about. What is interesting is that these three swords are aiming down to that person laying here, and there is one sword at the bottom. And three of swords in tarot are usually about pain, about heartbreak, about suffering, about hardship that broke your heart, about some emotional pain or trauma, or really something that you felt so deeply that it broke your heart. That's Three of Swords. And it almost feels like this person may be somehow processing some kind of Three of Swords situation, like some kind of pain or health challenge or something, whatever it may be for you. And there is this moment in that person is waiting for that one sword to show up. Yeah, because Ace of Sword is clarity. Ace of Swords is cutting through things, having suddenly this inspiration or capacity to speak up or solve something. Yeah. So this person is waiting, for that moment. It is time off. And it's really necessary so that we can sometimes like take time off and just really cocoon. There is Seven of Pentacles, which is interesting because that's the card of patience. It is a farmer watching his harvest, but it's not yet the harvest time. He needs to wait. He needs to wait. So Seven of Pentacles is a card of waiting. It is a card of patience. If you pick up your vegetables way too early, you damage the harvest. It is almost like, when you are expecting a child and you would start pushing and pushing and pushing, imitating labor, for example, in the 7th month of pregnancy, that would be crazy, right? Nobody would do that. So it's basically like having patience with the natural cycles. This is talking about natural cycles. There are natural cycles in life, cycles of rest, pause, cycles of renewal, cycles of harvest. So being patient. It's a great virtue, cultivating patience. I need more patience myself, so I feel myself drawn to this message. We have Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups is it is a lot about, among others, about self-care, nourishment. It's a very nourishing energy. It's a symbol of very, very nourishing energy. It is that loving kindness. It is that open heart. It is that beautiful food that you bring into your life. However, Queen of Cups is more about like that emotional healing, about that spiritual healing, about that feeling at home with yourself, with your emotions, healing your emotions. Which is interesting because if this person was hurt by something and frozen in something, then the Queen of Cups is like a counterbalance. That's like that healing time. And sometimes the healing time is about patience, not about doing. Sometimes the healing time is about time off and listening. Yeah? Very beautiful message. Sometimes it is about letting go, allowing. I love the simplicity of these messages and like wisdom behind them, wisdom behind these cards, and how we can learn from that. I feel like that's it. The storyline feels very clear. It is an invitation how you can embrace patience wherever you are on your journey. How you can maybe allow some things to grow naturally in your life while you keep bringing into your life this loving kindness, this nourishment. I also somehow feel sometimes this card, I feel connection with the Holy Spirit, similarly as I sometimes feel with Ace of Cups. It's like this something that can be gifted to you through this love, through this patience, something that can be watered in your heart, in your being. So the final thing that I will just share here is that when we find ourselves in this state of hibernation or pain, or sometimes when we get sick or something stops us or things in our life stops and we are basically forced to take that break, or we are cocooning somehow, sometimes it may be hard to see the other side of it. Yeah, if the butterfly is in the cocoon and is dissolving basically from the caterpillar state and the butterfly is not there yet, it can be scary because you do not know what is the other side. You do not know what is the version of you that is behind that. Yeah, that is beyond that process. You do not know. And this is like a loving confirmation, just it is growing, it is happening. Be patient, be in kindness with yourself, bring love and nourishment. It's basically also talking on some level with the Queen of Cups, like to enjoy that state as much as it may be frightening on some levels, or maybe impatience is arising, not enough clarity. It is like basically allowing that in Western cultures and in general with so much crisis going on in the world, there is like this go, 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 go thing. You know, go, go, we need to do more, be more, so much more. And there's like basically an invitation to be less. Be less. Be more quiet. Be patient. It is happening. So thank you so much for listening. I'm sending you my love, sending you my blessings, and I will be connecting with you soon again.